name is Jessica, and I work for Stephanie. And I think that one of the things that I really got out of this was, you know, developing those relationships and how to add value to them with, you know, first knowing what you want and being willing to give in your relationships to get what you want. Because I don't feel like, as we go out into our society, that it's kind of structured that way, or that we're reminded to be more giving so that you can get what you need. So it was awesome.
Thank you, Jessica. I really appreciate it. And again, if I call on you and you don't want to share, just say pass, right? That's perfect. You have total, freedom to say that. Courtney, do you want to quickly share?
Sorry, my cat's butt was walking in front of my face. Hi, I'm Courtney, and I know I shared this earlier, but the value I got to all of this is to basically slow down, listen, be a little more open-minded, and not rush people when they're talking, and just so I can get my point out and get what I want from them. Maybe if I slow down and give a little bit of my time and my patience to people, then I will ultimately succeed in what I want to do.
Thank you. Thank you. I have Alex next on my screen. Alex, you can choose.
Yeah, I think what I got, a lot of this I've learned in the past, but I think what I've got out of this for the last few sessions to learn more about my group, because I don't get to chat or see everyone here. So it's like I get to see everyone's kind of answers, their demeanor, and different things on how they take on, the questions and what they face for their adversity. So
thank you, Alex. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anna Marie.
My name is Anna Marie. I work for Julie Johnson on the Johnson team. And I would say something I got out of this was a lot of really important reminders on listening to someone before you speak. Because like Courtney, sometimes I also just know what I want to say because I've prepared what I'm going to say and I'm just kind of waiting for them to stop talking. But sometimes you have to change what you're going to say based on how they're reacting or maybe how they're talking. And so that's just a good reminder to listen really closely, because that can have a much more beneficial conversation for both of you if you're both actually listening to each other.
Thank you. Lauren?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm just like, my brain is like frozen all of a sudden.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, not a big deal.
Let me come back to you. I'll think of something. Let me pause for a second.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. We have Jessica Dexter next.
My name is Jessica. I'm a loan processor, so kind of work with everybody on the team. A couple things that I have taken away is to slow down, listen, kind of like what a couple others have said, and just also making deposits so that others will do the same for me.
Thank you. I appreciate that tremendously. Irina?
My name is Irina, and on a more broad level, what I got out of here was just having the conversation made me more conscientious, which is already good enough, but more specifically, I would say learning not to resist so that others don't resist.
Very good point. Thank you. Brooke?
My name is Brooke. One of the things I got out of this was basically just to listen more. It's you get many more reactions and many more good reactions when people feel heard.
Very good point. Thank you. Penny?
I'm Penny, and I'm with the Johnson team. And what I got out of this, which was very good, Manish, thank you very much, is to listen. I like to interact with people. I am a people person. So I connect with people quite easily, but I'm also like Courtney. I tend to interrupt when I have to back, and I have started to back off and just listen, let them finish before I speak.
Thank you, Penny. I appreciate
You're
it.
very welcome.
Josette?
Hi, I'm Josette, and thank you for doing this, Manish. I appreciate it. I think that in some of my, I got a couple different things out for email conversations. I tend to be very direct, and even kind of in my personal conversations, I'm kind of direct a lot, and I feel like I'm rushing a lot through things. So it's kind of I've kind of learned to slow down a little bit. Maybe listen to the other person more, and like you were talking about, figure out where they're coming from and not feel like it's always about what you need right now. Kind of listen to what their needs are and figure out their communication style in a sense so that you can get some common ground. So kind of slow down, listen, and find the common ground. That's kind of what I learned.
Thank you. Holly?
Hi, my name's Holly, and I'm with the Johnson team. I think what I've learned is basically what Courtney said with slowing down and listening. I have a tendency to interrupt my people when they're talking too, just so that I can get out my answer, so I don't forget it. So I try to do that now.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Anybody? Or is it Anna Marie and Anna Marie? They're two different ones here, so I apologize. Whoever
That's
wants
okay.
to
Yeah, I
jump
already
in.
said one.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's Annie Jensen, right? Okay.
Yeah, Jessen.
Jensen.
So yeah, I work for Stephanie, and along with everybody else, I also agree that I need to listen better, pay better attention, and actually try to retain. Because sometimes somebody will tell me something, and then 5 minutes later, I'm like, I forgot what they told me because I wasn't paying full attention. And I also learned that I like to be in that video that you played on the first one of remember the sloth?
Yes.
I like to be the I like attention, and I like to be funny. And so sometimes I think that I need to not do that as much, because I think I need to take a step back and not try to be, center of attention or whatever. I'm not going to stop being funny, but but I think that that's important, because it can take things off track, and so that's one thing that the first day I thought about that, and I was like, well, that's a really good point. So
yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And again, it's okay to be funny. It's just that make sure it is appropriate, right? At the right time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Taylor?
My name is Taylor, and I think what I got out most, of this workshop was probably kind of today when you were going over how to have the difficult conversations. I'm newer to the industry, so I haven't had to have many difficult conversations because I'm not talking to clients like a ton, but I know that down the line I'll need to be, like, things will go wrong and I'll need to have those conversations, and so having a game plan is probably going to be necessary for me.
Good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I think I got jumbled up here, so I don't know. Did Anna Larson go yet? I don't think so.
No, I didn't. I definitely got out of this that I want to and need to give more to others, and not just to expect things in return, but just to get more out of my relationships with people in general. And I feel like I've been actively practicing that since our first call. So
thank you. That's awesome. That's awesome. Jessica?
Yes. Hi. Oh yeah, you can set it right here. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Jessica Centamore is another one I have here. Is that different? Sorry.
Mine was, sorry, it is Jessica Centamore. I'm in the mortgage ops team. I'm a loan processor assistant, and everybody else basically took everything that I got out of it, which was slowing down and agreeing more. And I've been trying to do that with the kids, but it's really hard.
I can understand. Thank you. Kelly?
Hi, I'm Kelly. I'm a loan processor. And I would say one of the biggest things that I got out of this was, I believe it was in the first class, you had talked about when people, it was along the lines of interrupting, but when people are thinking and trying to come up with the word, that it is interrupting to give them the word. And I never realized that that was interrupting because I like to try to move the conversation along, and I know the word, so why let you struggle? So that's the biggest thing I think I've taken away from it, is not to interrupt people and to let people come to things on their own, which is a work in progress for me.
All of us. Thank you. Darkness at noon, huh? So Pink Floyd, I saw the shirt there. So Nicole.
Me, Nicole. There's two, I think, on here. I'm not
I
sure. If Nikki's on here.
apologize. It's me, Nicole Hobby. So
Okay, it's me, Nicole Hobble. Hi, I'm Nicole, and I work with Julie as her assistant on the Johnson team. And I would have to say, after going through all the sessions, I can see it's forced a lot of people to step out of their comfort zones. I think learning how to connect and relate with clients and kind of see where they're coming from is really important, and developing that relationship. So I appreciate you, Manesh, and all you've shown us of stepping out and forcing us to talk and, connect with one another that, like Alex said, we haven't been able to, talk to everyone, but it's good to see everyone on the screen and learning together, I guess.
thank you so much. I appreciate it. Gina?
Hi, my name's Gina. I think one of the things that really stuck with me was when you talked about gratitude, and the two biggest components of it were being sincere and being specific. And I feel like that's something that is a good feeling that's shown on both ends, which I thought was really interesting.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So we have Lauren and Chanel, unless I'm missing anybody else. Oh, Arthur too.
I'm on mute, sorry. I mean, everybody pretty much said, like, from what I got from the class, for sure, was listening. Like, listen first. I don't mean to interrupt, but like I try to get what I want to hurry up and say out, because I forget really, really fast too. So, and I have a really bad habit of, like, I guess, over talking sometimes. So like even today I talked to a client and I was trying to explain something, trying to walk him through some steps. And as I'm like explaining, he was like talking, and then I'm like over talking. So I was like, I just let him finish and get it all out, and then I can assist. So I definitely got that out of the class.
Thank you, Chanel. I appreciate it. Arthur?
Hello, my name is Arthur and I work on the Johnson team. And I would say something I'm actively practicing right now, since we started these sessions with you, is making deposits into other relationships. So whether it's just like, if I'm doing something and I'm thinking of someone, then I'll probably give something to them or provide myself in a way. So like if how I'm doing it with my team is I'm just trying to be more available if someone needs something. So if someone says, hey, can you do this? Of course, right away, or something like that. So yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. And you were very helpful there on the co-host as well. I think Lauren is the one I have last. Is there anybody else?
Yeah, so kind of bouncing off of, sorry, I'm Lauren. I'm with the Johnson team. Kind of bouncing off of what just said earlier. I feel like with clients, I'm good about, talking about other things aside just from the loan to like build that rapport with them, that relationship. But with like anyone else, like, behind the scenes, like an ops or anything, I feel like I'm very just like direct to the point and kind of dry. And so I think, I want to build better relationships with them as well, right? Because I work with them. And so I think I need to be more cognizant of like, having more of a conversation with them and not being so direct.
Yeah, well, thank you, Lauren. I appreciate that tremendously. So give yourself a round of applause for willing to share. And the sharing was more for you to put something in your mind that you can actually accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Or at least you can acknowledge because we need to learn to acknowledge what we are trying to accomplish and improve. I see a couple of more people may have been left out. So I see Todd's name here. So Todd.
Hi, I'm Todd. What I got out of this was being able to listen more and agree more, just in everyday life with all the relationships that I have, both coworkers and at home.